Hi everyone, my name is Giovanni Revales. This is the Intro to Music Production Coursera course, Assignment 4, Dynamic Effects. I'll be showing you how to use the native compressor in Ableton Live. My setup is basically, I made a drum groove out of a library of samples that I had. Let's take a quick listen here. I put that into track 1 using a MIDI track, and then I rerouted the output of track 1 into track 2 instead of the master, so that we can perform digital signal processing on track 2. It's an audio track. We're going to look for our compressor in our audio effects library in Ableton, and then we'll just drag and drop the compressor down there, and then we'll just look for the spectrum analyzer as well. It's going to be here in the same audio effects library, and then we can apply the compressor effect or plugin into track 2 as well as a spectrum analyzer, so we can see what's going on. Now onto the basics of the compressor itself. We have two knobs on the left hand side which are labeled attack and release. They are the attack and release times that they were talked about in the video lectures. You just turn up the knobs up and down, right clicking them. Also can return them to the default value. Our threshold bar is next to that. We can move that up and down. You can see the graph changing. Our transfer function graph is also in the center there, and it's just the same as was talked about in the video lectures, as the horizontal side is the input and the vertical side is the output. We have the gain reduction bar next to that, and then we can also adjust the output gain at the end on the right hand side. So we can adjust pretty much everything that was talked about in the lecture. The only thing the mouse didn't go over was the ratio down there, but you can see a little box labeled ratio, and you can just click up and down, and that should be able to change your ratio, and you should be able to see the changes reflected in the graph. We're not going to go over the basic compressing adjustments. You notice we've set our attack time to around 10 milliseconds, our release around 161. We want a little bit of punchiness in our attack and release times because it's a drum loop or a drum set, and that's what was talked about in the video lecture. Also, we'll adjust our ratio to be on the higher side, almost to the limiter side, but not as much. We also adjusted the threshold so that we kind of have a back and forth where not all of it is above the threshold or not all of the level is below the threshold, so we can have actually some effective compression. We also noticed on the right hand side we turned off the makeup and we adjusted the output by ourselves. So now I'm just gonna be adjusting it up and down, and then I'll let you hear it. Now we'll turn the effect off and on, see if you can hear the difference. Okay, that about covers the basic parameters for the basic compression plugin in Ableton Live. I hope this information was useful. It was very useful for me to actually learn it and teach it to you. I actually learned a lot about the plugin itself, and I hope to one day more effectively use it once I develop my ear. Thank you for watching.